I'm trying to take it as high as it go. I've been by the code, you know how I be. I am a product of putting
YouTube, what is going on? It's your boy Jesus Clipper Hands, and today I'm going to be taking you guys through the best barber setup of 2026. I'm going to show you guys my barber setup. Right now I cut at my crib. This is kind of like the parking lot. This is where people kind of pull in for the haircuts. All right, and then the magic happens right through that first door. Make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you guys never miss when I drop a new video, and let's get right into it. This is the barber shop right here. This is where you enter. You know, it's a little ghetto, but you know, we make it work. But yeah, guys, we just built this spot right here. We might add like a ceiling later. We're definitely gonna add a ceiling in here if you guys come in here. This is the barber shop right here. We're gonna add a ceiling soon. Right here, we're gonna move these pipings. Right here, I know this shit looks mad ghetto, but right here, we're gonna move this soon. So we're gonna put a ceiling up and shit. It's gonna be dope. Right here, we have the waiting area. You know, I like to just have people wait when I'm cutting hair. And then over here, over here, we have my mini fridge. You know, put some nice snacks in there and shit. Got the clock. The clock is mandatory because I have the clock facing right at me, right here, so that I know exactly how much time I have left in my haircuts and shit. Because, you know, we don't want to take over like 45 minutes for a haircut. That's kind of stupid. And then over here we got my wall of clippers, you know. And then right here we got kind of the mirror area. This is where I record my clients right here, you know. This is where we make all the videos. If you guys are not making videos, what are you guys doing? And right here, guys, we got these lights. These lights are pretty dope. They did run me like a calm 150 each, but they're pretty dope because you can actually change all the settings on them. You can change all the colors. So if you guys want it to kind of match your aesthetic of your room, it's really dope. So I recommend getting some lights like this. Put them by your mirror, put them in a little corner. Your videos are gonna come out looking way cleaner. Even get a little plant, you know, something to make the video pop, you know, something to catch that viewer's attention. All right, cool. Right here, we're gonna have our ring lights, all of our lighting setup. Lighting is one of the most important things when it comes to cutting hair, because if you guys can't see the haircut, you guys can't see every little detail, it's not gonna come out the same, it's not gonna hit the same. So lighting is very important. Right here, I have these two little garage lights. They're like probably like 50 each. So you guys are probably gonna spend like $100 on those. And then right here, I have these ring lights. These are really good, you know, especially if you get this thing right here, this little mount. This mount is very clutch because you can mount it on the wall. You know, it's probably like 50 bucks, but each of these ring lights are pretty expensive. They're pretty like, I think they can get up to like 120, 130. So you're probably gonna spend like 260 each on those. It's worth the investment. You guys gotta make that investment into yourself. Right here, we have all the kind of littler stuff. This stuff's like pretty inexpensive. You know, you got your Cool Care aftershave, hairspray. This is kind of like a face spray, kind of when you're hitting it with the blade. It's really dope, it's really good. And then over here I got my products. I kind of got to stock up on more products. I don't have a lot of products right now, but I got this pomade, clay, sea salt spray, texture powder, mousse. You want to have a product for like every type of hair, because at the end of the haircut, if you don't style the hair, it just doesn't hit the same, you know. So take that extra 5-10 minutes to style the hair, you know, because the haircut's gonna come out way better for the video anyway, you know what I'm saying? Then right here I got this iPad. I bought this off my homie for like 150. You guys always want to make sure you guys have your phone connected to the speaker. The music's gonna cut out with the video, you know. Some people might like that, but I like having music in the background, just editing it out later. So I have an iPad strictly for music, and I also use it to text people when they get here. You know, I like seeing all the messages pop up. It's really dope to just have it right here. Right behind this mirror right here, I have a speaker, which is pretty dope. Let me show you guys. You guys hear that? It's pretty dope. Because you can't see the speaker, but you know what I mean? You can hear the speaker. Alright guys, right now I'm about to run you guys through my setup. This is the setup I run every day. I'm going to show you what everything costs. Alright, let's get started. So right here we got the trimmers. Right here I got my Babyliss Gold FX. This one is pretty good. This one is mad durable. This one lasted me like 2 years. I had to replace the blade a couple times. Right now I got that TPOB Crazy Blade. This one's pretty good. This trimmer costs like around like 120. Pretty ran through and a little outdated. It does get loud, so be cautious of that. I don't really like loud trimmers like that. Right here we got our TPOB X Deluxe trimmer. This one, TPOB has low-key been popping off with their tools. You can get all the tools for like less than $100 because they're always running sales. But this blade right here, this shit, look, this shit has low-key been slicing people. I sliced like 2 people yesterday because this shit kind of broke on me and I didn't see it till after, and I was like, fuck. So I don't know if that was like user error. Shit, I don't know if TPOB is like kind of slacking on that one, but this one is still really good. This one is gas. And then we have another TPOB. This one's the the play with the softy. This one's pretty good because it's really soft. It still hits, but it's really soft, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want, in your station, you kind of want one that hits and one that's a little soft, you know what I mean? Because people have like sensitive necks and shit. All right, and then over here, we have kind of more of like a hitter. This is the same one as this one right here. It's just two different blades. This one is hits a lot more, but this one gets hot as fuck. This Morono blade, I don't know if it's cause like the coating that they put on it, but that shit low-key gets hot as fuck. So I don't really use this for longer than like 10 seconds at a time. But yeah, this blade right here that low-key got fucked up, I don't know how. It came with this trimmer, and I didn't really like this trimmer, low-key. It just feels kind of cheap. It feels like real plastic. I kind of like more like the heavy duty like metal body ones. And this one, it was the same price as this one right here. So this one, this X Deluxe, is definitely better for me. All right, so that's kind of like the trimmers. So these are the clippers. This is like your main thing that you're gonna be using. So you really wanna invest in the good quality clippers. This right here is the Saber 2. This one is honestly like the pound for pound GOAT of clippers. It's got the Echo blade on there, so you're gonna hear everything. When you're cutting hair, yeah, you hear all the crunch. And that's really important when you're freehanding, because when you're freehanding, you need that visual to like, that visual response to hear, you know what I'm saying? This Saber 2 is pretty expensive though. It did run me like 300, so it's worth it, I will say, but I have heard problems with these, like the battery kind of dying on people. And then right here we have the TPOB mini play. This one is a lot more worth it for the money because this one is like $100, and it's basically the same thing as this. They got their own little Echo blade on there, a blue cutter on there, and the crunch is actually insane on this too. And this one right here is like half the price of this one. This one is like $150. I think you can even pick this up for like under $100. But with the blade on it, it's probably like $150. And these right here, these are my Cocos. I never really use these, if I'm being completely honest. They're a good clipper though. I got these as a gift, so. But honestly, I never really use them. It has a taper blade on there. That's a lot softer. Taper blades are gonna give you more of like that natural flick out motion, which is pretty good. So these are really good for like setting in your first guideline. These are probably like 180. And right here I have another TPOB. This one's just black, but they're the same ones. I have this is basically just kind of a backup. I have the ceramic cutting blade on this one. This one cuts a lot better. It cuts more through bulk because it's a lot sharper, but these are the same thing. So 150, 150. All right, so now we're gonna get into the shavers. This is my baby right here. This is the perfect shavers. Shavers are dope because they're not that expensive. This one was only like $100, and this is a really good shaver. I haven't even replaced the blade on this. Wait, I probably shouldn't say that because you're supposed to replace them. But yeah, this one's really good. It's only like $100, and it's lasted me like 3 years. This one's really good. And now this one is like way better than this one. I don't know why. Like low-key Stylecraft kind of cooked with this one. This one kind of fades too. It doesn't just really like get the bald hairs out. It kind of like gets the thicker hair. This one doesn't really do that. So this one was only like $50. I got this one at like TJ Maxx. And then right here we have our play shaver. This one kind of just came with the set. I remember I bought this and the first mini play that came out, or no, this is the original play. This one is like the mini play, but the mini play is better in my opinion. But this just came with the set. The set was like $225, I think. But this one was probably like, this one you can probably buy for like maybe like 50 or like 70. This one's alright. Honestly, I use it more for like facial hair, not really like removing like bulk or like getting the bald lines, because it doesn't really go all the way to skin in my opinion. So that one's alright. And then right here we have this little mini shaver. This one's pretty cool because you can get like tapers, and then it's really good on the facial hair. So this one's really good too. I picked this one up at like Sally Beauty's for like $70, I think. Or no, it was probably like $40 because it was on sale. So this one's really good too. This one's fire. All right, now right here we have the actual chair. The chair itself is like $700, but honestly, you guys can start out with like a way cheaper chair. Here, I'll show it off. You guys can start out with like a way cheaper chair. I think the chair I started with was like $250. It wasn't that expensive, so, but you are gonna get one, a better one eventually, so you might as well just buy the better one at first, right? But this one's like $700. I kind of want to get a new one, but this one's really good. You know, it pumps up, it leans back and shit. This I can take off, so it's pretty dope. But yeah, this is mandatory. You guys want to get a nice chair that kind of matches the aesthetic of your shop, you know? Then right here, I just got this little cape. I think you can get this from Marty Blends. I think Marty Blends dropped this cape a while back. It was like $50. So, you know, over here we got some more little decorations, you know. Got a nice little plant, a candle that I light every once in a while. I got my TV, you know. It's important to have shit on the TV when your client is here watching, you know. And then right here we got a little barbershop pole. But yeah, that's about it. That's the barbershop, you know, and we are gonna make more improvements. I really want to add a ceiling. I think that would kind of like seal it off, make it not look so basement vibes, you know. Other than that, you know, we have run up a good amount of money here. There is a lot of stuff that I wish I had known earlier, so that's why I'm making these videos. For any younger barber coming up that wants to get into barbering, I'm gonna make a lot more videos about like stuff I wish I did differently when I started. Right here we got my computer. On this, I kind of just track everything. That's another thing I wish I did. When I first started, I wasn't tracking anything. So how are you gonna know what money's coming in, what money's coming out when you guys aren't tracking? So that's another thing that's very important. But yeah, guys, that pretty much wraps up the 2026 barber setup tour. You know, all in all, these tools probably costed me like, I would say over like 5,000 with like everything. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just with everything I had to replace, everything I had to do. You know what I mean? But if you guys are not, you know, willing to make that investment into yourself, you guys won't be making like 5,000 a month, you know? You guys will be staying broke forever, you know? So you guys have to make sure that you invest in the good tools. But yeah, make sure you guys turn on your notifications so you guys never miss when I upload a video. You know, we're gonna be dropping like tutorials soon. So yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next video.